folks? Welcome to the channel. I'm Don. This is Rockin' the Country, where I react to non-pop country music, and Jason Boland is certainly non-pop. And he's a Texas artist, and I imagine he's still down there, right, Jacob? And Jacob made a gift to the channel for me to do this one. So, Jacob, thank you for this gift and request. I hope you're doing well down there, my friend. I know some things have been difficult on occasion, but hopefully they've been on the ascendancy of late. And so I react to non-pop country, and that could be independent artists or what have you. They don't have to be on major labels. In fact, many of them aren't because, it's non-pop, and pop is really what gets the play because that's what generates the money. But we're working on bringing traditional sensitivities back into the forefront. And Jason Boland and the Stragglers, Dark and Dirty Mile. I don't know this song, but we're going to get into it right now. All right, guys, here we go.
I refuse to spend the rest of my days trying to get away from all the things I did when I knew not what I had done. Oh, so young and tired, and love was not an item I'd bought. Always refused to hear them tell me not to stare into the sun. Well, this pornographic place told me a body was to be feared and then wanted at the same time. Man, if you could figure how. Feared because it was a pathway to mortal sin, and then wanted cause we'll all be dust a few short years from now. It's a broken-hearted world that we inherit. All you're told to do is sin and bear it for a little while.
Sin and bear it, not grin and bear it.
And dirty mile. It took a while, at least for me, to live enough till I believed in none of what I heard and less than half of what I saw. Market days have come and gone. Some are lost and some are on their way back home to figure out a place to place it all. Cause it's a broken-hearted world that we inherit. All you're told to do is sin and bear it for a little while. On this dark and dirty mile.
Wow, the instrumentation is phenomenal in this. I love the way it's produced. I love from the beginning the guitar pick, and then it picked up. Now we've got the fiddle. But all we've been told is to sin and bear it. Not grin and bear it, but sin and bear it, which ties into the title, Dark and Dirty Mile. I don't know if he's going to elaborate on it. We inherited a difficult world. True, everybody has. You could choose your own perspective, though. That's a good thing, where you can look at it a little bit more optimistically if you want. Look for the good in certain things, kind of have some fun, and then accept that you're going to die one day. That's the thing that makes it a difficult world, is that we know we're going to die one day. But this song, all we have to do is sin and bear it. That's going to, I hope it clears that up.
We're all family here on trial. On the dark and dirty mile.
Nice. Is he picking pedal there?
Well, finally I realized that knowledge better make you wiser. All the knots you learn to tie will leave you in a ball. Helpless as when we were born, threadbare and wholly worn out, shivering as summer gives away to early fall. Cause it's a broken-hearted world that we inherit.
that's just life.
We're all family here on trial, on the dark and dirty mile.
Yeah. That, I wonder if that is part of the theme album, Jacob, if that was like the setup for the next song narratively, because there was a lot in there. It certainly could have served very well as the springboard for another, for a continuation of the narrative of some sort, another scene, if you will, in the album's life. But The Dark and Dirty Mile really just struck me as being, let's just assume this was a standalone song, if you will, just meant for its own purpose. And I think The Dark and Dirty Mile is just about life. But the part about the family being on trial and all we can do is sin and bear it. I mean, does this have to do with particular families not raising their kids right? I don't get that sense fully, but I get it partly. The way he sang it reminded me a little bit of Jamie Johnson. Even the production reminded me a little bit of Jamie, but I just think The Dark and Dirty Mile has to do with life, but a certain type of life, without being too on the nose about it. But that one twist of phrase from, normally people say, man, just grin and bear it. And here it was, we sin and bear it. Now, unless that's a common expression used or phrase used in certain cultures that I'm unaware of up here in Jersey, fine. But I'd never heard it before. So, what a song, man. This thing got me going. All right, Jacob, I'm going to rate this one because I love the instrumentation too. Whether I've got any part of the song lyrics interpreted correctly, the instrumentation was just, it was beautiful. It reminded me of Coulter Wall, the guitar in the beginning. And then his vocals reminded me a bit of Jamie Johnson. But I mean, Jason's his own man, obviously, and the Stragglers are their own band. But then, even though I don't think I fully understood this, and maybe I did, but I'm not confident in that, the number that struck me was a 9.2. The instrumentation was absolutely just second to none. It was beautiful. The fiddle, the steel, the guitar in the beginning, and the whole nine like that. So, Jacob, thank you for that gift, my friend, and the request. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that one. I'll read the comments. Have a great day. See you on another video. Keep rocking the country.